Hello and welcome to episode 148 of That King Thing, the weekly gaming podcast where we, the King brothers, talk about video games and other stuff, probably. I am the eldest King sibling and your host, Thomas, and I am joined by middle King sibling, Joshua.
Hello.
And littlest King sibling, James.
Quack, quack, mother ducker.
Interesting introductions. Okay, what have we been doing this week? I know what you two have been doing, so go for it and tell me together as a team. Tag team this shit.
We Crackdown3'd it up, bitches.
We did. And how long did it take, James, to Crackdown3 it up?
About 5 hours. Done.
I mean, that city was so very littly defended against us that I'm pretty sure the guys who were in prison could have made a difference of ours.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's a really quick game.
Help.
Really quick.
How much is it?
It's on the Game Pass. It's free, which is why I'm not complaining about it being.
Yeah, like
so
the good thing about it is that it's back to how it was because the second one went weird, like quick, and it's back
the second
to
one
like
seems to be a pretty.
It was like zombies, wasn't it? Sort of mutants and zombies and. Like it was weird, but now it's back to how it used to be in the first one. That was great. So
it's a bunch of guys that are doing bad stuff, and you got to stop them by doing murder.
Pretty much, and it is fun.
So you do the murder, you murder the last person, and that's it. Justice is served through means of.
Out
murder.
of interest, Joshua, did you kill the final boss before any of the others?
No, I didn't actually.
You know the second.
I killed all the little ones, then all the middle ones, and then the last.
Well, I did all the little ones, and then I did 2 of the second ones. But then I killed the final boss before killing the second security person. So.
I was gonna say I did security last out of them.
Yeah.
So I did transport, then the chemical ones, and then security. Yeah. For some reason, I did it in that order for both levels of it.
Nice.
Just out of interest, did you happen to hear me turn my Xbox on?
I did a little bit, yes.
No, I didn't.
I heard
the hardest part about the game was beating the security boss.
No, I found him easy.
His big robot suit.
I found him all right because
I found him the most difficult.
Because I left him till last. I'd literally taken everything else out, so the percentage rate of success was like 88% because it was literally the last thing I had to do, so it was sound for me.
I just think I went in with crappy weapons to fight it, and I was fighting for about 20 minutes.
The gun you get that's what gun is it? It's like it fires a black hole basically. It's unreal.
Oh
it's
yeah,
great, that.
Yeah, I know.
I just use that on him.
I use it all. I've been using it while I've been collecting stuff on it because I've just got the achievement to destroy all of their assets or whatever. So every time I got near something, like the cages with people in that you got to rescue, I just fired one of them. Like everything got pulled in and everything were dead. So I just walked in and opened the gate. Like it just makes shit really easy. So all I've got to do now is collect things, the racers and stunt jumps, and then finish it on a hard mode, which I'm going to go do at some point, probably once I've collected everything in this world, so I can just rush through story on hard mode and see if it's any different then, and see if it's any harder.
It's what do you call it as well, isn't it?
Terry Crews.
Play anywhere. Play anywhere.
Yeah.
Available.
Yes, it is play anywhere. You can play it on your PC as well.
Yeah, I'm installing it right now.
It's great
on both platforms. Just because, why not? Because my internet's so good, I can record a podcast and download 3 games at the same time.
Have you tried the Wrecking Zone thing or not?
I'm installing that at the minute right now.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you that exact question.
It sucks. Why?
It's. I turned it on expecting it to be all right, and it's not all right. You're a fully kitted out agent, so you can do all of your dashes in air and all of your jumps and stuff like that. You smash through walls, which is one of the things that we're expecting to be really good about this, and it was going to be like Red Faction. You can't do any of that in the story, so that sucks quite a bit. But on the online, you can. you can smash through just about anything. But you just kill each other. That's it. It's just there's 2 game modes. You can't party up from what I've noticed, so you can't play with your friends on purpose.
As far as I know, you should be able to.
And it seems really laggy.
You should be able to party up.
Like really laggy. I've not tried to party up, but I couldn't see a function to do it at all. And you can't. It says that you can customize your agent. Really, all you're doing is changing your face or your gender. You don't really change anything else. You just literally pick one of the agents that are in the story, and you pick one of their faces. It's not. I'm glad that it's a separate game, really, and it's a separate set of achievements, because I know I can 100% campaign, but I know I'm not going to even bother with playing that at all. I don't think. Too busy on Apex Legends to.
Well, I've been playing Jedi Academy as well, from OG Xbox.
Have you?
Game Pass as well.
No, I think it's on Games with Gold this month.
Is it? It's a Games with Gold game.
Yeah, that's like nostalgia galore, that.
What I don't get about you is you're obsessed with the old Star Wars games, but I've never seen you watch a Star Wars film.
I've watched all the Star Wars films.
I'm not saying.
I've seen him.
I never said you haven't
James
watched them, did I? I said I've never seen you watch one.
Ah, right. But I can record myself next time if you like.
Yeah, but I've seen you watch the Bond films, for example. I know you've watched all them.
Yeah.
Because we've watched them together.
Yeah.
But I've never witnessed you watch a Star Wars film.
Ah.
So just thought I'd put that out there. Plus, you're so
enough.
obsessed with FIFA, I'm surprised social status allows you to be a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Lol.
I like Star Wars. I'm not a massive fan of the newer ones that they started making, but shit happens.
I've not watched.
Some of the new ones are good.
But still.
Depends on how you look at them.
I just try and view them as not part of the original Star Wars. Bar Luke Skywalker's in it.
And Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Oh, yeah.
Leia.
What's her face? Leia.
Well, the I can't remember which one it is now. I forgot all the names now. But there's the one that's the prequel to A New Hope, isn't there?
Rogue.
As in
What is it?
Rogue One.
Yeah. That one's actually quite good to watch.
I quite like Rogue
it
One.
fits in with what we're already there. Kind of like what a lot of the games do. A lot of the games decide that they're going to fit in the middle rather than like make a new storyline.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about Star Wars franchises. What else have you been playing?
I've had a little go on Rocket League. As normal, it's Friends Update.
Rocket League?
Yeah, Rocket League. It's Friends Updates live now, so cross-platform.
Have you managed to make that work yet?
I've not actually had anyone on PC. I did invite a few people to play, but nobody responded to me on the PC version.
Well, we'll try it in a minute then.
In a minute.
In fact, turn your Xbox
My
on.
Xbox is downstairs. In fact,
Oh.
it's turned on at minute, so I should be able to just stream it to my thingy. I've just not got my.
Turn your Xbox
I'll
on.
need my control.
We'll do a live experiment. I'm going
to need to go get my control.
Open Rocket League from Steam. While we're doing that, James, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Trying to think what else I've played.
If you haven't played anything, you haven't played anything. But
I played Farming Simulator because I thought I might be good at that.
Have you?
Turns out I'm not.
Were you practicing for the esports league we reported on a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I thought easy money and that. Who can't sort out the crop on some field or whatever? It's fucking hard. There's a lot going on.
Well,
so plaudits to anyone that can actually play that game. Fair one.
See, I personally haven't done much. That's why I was relying on you two talking about Crackdown3 because I haven't played Crackdown3. I didn't intend to be honest, until I realised it was on Game Pass. I didn't have to pay for it. So
allow me to return in one moment, and I'll get my controller to load up Rocket League.
I can fill a gap.
Fill a gap for me.
In terms of what I've actually played, other than I don't know, I got back into Elder Scrolls a little bit because that's online. I'm talking there.
Yeah.
got back into that a little bit just because of us talking about Elsewhere being the new expansion coming soon. Before the last expansion, which was Somerset, I really wanted to kind of clean up all the achievements and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I never did. So now I feel like I need to.
Fair enough.
I've gone back to doing that. I've been assassinating people. You'd have actually found that bit quite fun, James, to be honest.
We're just slaying
It's just literally wandering around towns assassinating people.
I do enjoy killing random people. That's always on my bucket list.
Yep, you'd have probably enjoyed what I've been up to.
Yeah.
Other than that, it has been Apex Legends and
Rocket League loading up.
Not a huge amount else, I don't think, to be honest.
Played some Apex with me at some point, hadn't you? Yesterday.
I've said Apex Legends.
I was absent for most of it, Thomas. I'm sorry. So I didn't really know you'd said Apex Legends.
I'm aware, but I'm just saying I played it. I wish you could pick the numbers after your Rocket ID.
Me too.
Oh, well. Okay. So, are you ready to conduct this social experiment, Joshua, to see if it works?
I'm just going to turn down my game volume, and then yes, I am.
Okay, so while that is happening, James, why don't you lead us into the news?
Okay. By news. Am I actually reading the news or?
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
You have to.
Oh, right.
We're
Okay.
busy.
Right. So, I've not read this yet, so this should be interesting. This is usually the bit where I just zone out and play FIFA. Google.
I stopped that one, didn't I?
Google Games streaming service could be coming. They are set to make a reveal at GDC. What's GDC?
The Game Developers Conference, James.
Ah, right. So they're set to make a reveal at the Game Developers Conference next month, and people are suggesting it will be related to Project Stream, which has been in beta since last year with Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
All right.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, what Project Stream is basically, I think Google have been beta testing to allow someone to basically play a high fidelity PC game on a shit box PC. And the only game they've been trialing with it at the minute is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which, as you two have both played it, I think, or at least you know it well enough to know that at high end levels of graphics, especially on PC, it's quite power hungry. Yeah. And there's been a lot of people who've been part of the beta, like professional reviewers, that have complimented how well it's handled. It's one of those services that's a little bit like the way PlayStation Now works, where the game is hosted on a server box somewhere and you play it from there. So your only real requirement is an internet speed of a certain amount, not anything on your actual PC. So that's been in beta for a little while, and Google have basically hinted this week at going to GDC, but having an actual keynote. So they've been before because, you know, they work with game developers regularly for other things, but they're actually looking at having their own keynote this year. So people are obviously leading a little bit of speculation as to if it's to do with the streaming service or maybe, you know, temptation to enter a console market. I think it'd be the wrong time to do it if it was that, unless they were saying we're going to develop for the next generation. But I think it's more than likely to be something to do with the streaming service. So it'd be pretty cool because it would allow people out there that even just want to play like really simple things that you can only get on PC, like your MMOs in this world, like your Guild Wars and your World of Warcrafts and stuff like that I take for granted being able to play them on PC. there's plenty of people out there that would want to pick those games up and give them a go, but they don't want to run a PC just to play one game like that. So it'd be interesting to see how well it works. I don't know how easy it is to get on the beta process either, to be honest. So, yeah.
Right, next piece of news. Link's Awakening Remaster. 3D remaster of the top-down classic.
3D as in...
Why are you reading my news notes in such a tone?
Because adding that effect...
Does what?
It's a classic.
Okay. Are you trying to make the news more exciting so the listeners engage with it more? Okay.
Trying to get that tingle flowing.
Tingles. Yeah,
we're kind of...
He is. I intended that fully.
That weird little elf. That weird little elf that looks like a pedophile.
That makes you attach your Game Boy Advance to your Nintendo GameCube, and you waste about 6 hours of your life trying to decipher his fucking puzzles. Just thought I'd let you know. That's why I hate Tingle.
That sounds like something you need to report to your local authorities, Joshua. He made you put your Game Boy inside his other Game Boy, and then
I plugged my Game Boy inside my
something
GameCube.
happened, and you solved his puzzles. You know what I mean? I was just being sarcastic. I think I kind of mentioned this last week while I was live reacting to the Nintendo Direct, but this was probably the most significant piece of news than the things I kept shouting about. So, yeah, Link's Awakening remaster actually looks pretty good from all the bits of gameplay I've seen of it since. It looks like it stays pretty true to the classic whilst still being a new art style. I've also seen some people saying, oh my god, no more of this 3D cartoony bullshit. It's like, have you ever played a Zelda game?
It is.
You do realise that's
bullshit.
What they are? Like, it's not supposed to be a complete rework of the game. It's supposed to be a modernisation of the classic. So, of course, it's going to stay top-down and fairly simplistic in its art style. Because that's how it works. That's how that Zelda game works. So, they're just updating the art style and obviously tweaking it a little bit. But it looks cool. I think so anyway. Don't know about you two, but...
Yeah, but it looks actually pretty good, to be honest.
It looks decent. I'm not a massive fan of Zelda games, so... Yeah.
So, meh. Oh, dear me.
Right, next piece of news.
So much lag to it, it's unreal.
Shut up, Joshua. I'm trying to do the news. God damn it. New co-op mode hits Battlefield 5 as the Battle Royale mode is still not out. Should be March. 4-player, 8 missions, hybrid between war stories and full multiplayer.
Can you now explain that properly instead of just reading it as one giant sentence?
I don't really understand a word of that.
Right. So it's Battle Royale mode's still not out. Shock. Should be around March that comes out. There's going to be 4 players. There's 8 missions. It's a sort of hybrid between the war stories and the full multiplayer mode merged together. Is that better?
I wasn't really listening. I was adding Joshua on Rocket ID.
Yeah, I've noticed it pops up, so I'm going to add you now.
I'll explain it, James, and then you're shit at it.
Okay.
So, yeah, Battlefield 5 is having a co-op mode added to it. It's basically... It is going to be some sort of middle step between the story mode, which is single player, and then multiplayer. And it is 2 to 4 player. And the idea is you work through mission scenarios in like co-op style. A little bit like you used to do in some of the old CODs, I guess.
Yeah, like the Spec Ops.
Yeah, stuff like that. I think the bigger missions than that, I think they're sort of maybe more story co-op from COD, where you used to do a certain mission and try and beat your time on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Battle Royale mode is still... Well, it got pushed back a while ago, to be fair. We knew about this already, but I just think it's interesting that this mode has come before the Battle Royale that they've pushed back.
I think they were just chatting shit that there were a Battle Royale mode in it, and they thought, wow, we've got to put something in this game now.
Yeah, I think it was a fairly last-minute decision to add that. That wouldn't surprise me at all. The fact that it's taken so long to get it out would probably indicate that is true as well.
Yeah. Because how long does it realistically take to add a game mode in like that? You've already got most of your maps. You just need to snip them down and piece them together. And then... Because that's all COD have done. COD have literally snapped out the maps and just placed them into one big one and like merged them together and just filled in the gaps. That's literally it. So it can't take that... Unless they're doing a completely like new map or whatever, like what PUBG has. But
1-0 Joshua.
2 seconds.
Are you actually playing against each other?
We're playing against each other. I'm on the computer and he's on the Xbox.
I can't play it online because it's the controller is so far behind the actual Xbox itself that I'm controlling something that's possibly already happened. So it's right.
I've basically forgotten how on earth the controls work on PC. So I'm trying to work that out right now. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Battle Royale mode for Battlefield 5 does actually flop completely.
I think the full game's flopped, to be honest.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know if about a couple. I've not looked at sales figures, to be fair, so I can't really comment. But it is still fairly popular within its own crowd. But and you still got big streamers that play it quite a lot, like your Shrouds and stuff of this world still play stuff like that quite a lot. So it's still got a good viewership as well, even if people aren't necessarily all playing it. So
I just feel like it had a slightly big build up, and then it obviously got pushed back to try and have a better release because of what we're releasing between it. And then it's not really been mentioned since it's come out.
No, it hasn't.
What's really weird for EA at the minute is they've got an absolute hit on the hands so far, combined with 2 games that are getting sort of moderate. Well, one game that's not really got the audience that they possibly expected it to in Battlefield 5, and then a game that's not getting brilliant reviews so far from its early launch in Anthem, and people are sort of talking that down a little bit about the load times and stuff. Now, there is due to be a day 1 patch for Anthem to fix a lot of the load time issues, is what they've said. But whether that actually works or not and fixes it is another thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
FYI, it's 2-1 right now. I took it round Joshua and then tapped it in.
At least I complimented
just tried defending it now.
I gave him some quick chat to compliment his actions as well. I didn't get that when I fucking scored.
He actually did.
Ooh, bitterness.
Oh my god, it's going in. So yeah, that's that. What else is in the news, James? Anything else?
That's it. We're done.
Is that it? It makes a change for me and Joshua to be the ones that are playing a game whilst doing the podcast.
Making me do the news. I feel like I've been settled.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
now you know how it feels.
Well, in that case,
I think it's because I'm constantly holding the button down. Oh no! Oh. It ends 3-1. I'm quitting.
Yeah.
I'm rage quitting. I'm reporting.
My control's constantly shaking as well. Like it's constantly vibrating, so it's clearly here for my pleasure. I think.
Well, that was fun. So what we've established today is that
I shouldn't read the news again.
Rocket League works across platform now.
Quite well as well. We didn't have any problems then with the connection.
I wonder if there's any way for me to... Did they say that there was no cross... cross progression? I.e., if I sort my...
You've got a separate account for each one, so when you log in, it's not...
Boo.
It's not your Xbox stuff, and also you can't trade between platforms either. So I can't go and get all your things on your PC one and then give them to your Xbox one or anything like that. It won't let you do it.
Boo.
Because a lot of people do play on two and have decent things on one and then not decent things on other.
It's all a disguise. Although for me, it's just an accurate representation of my Xbox account's a fraud. It looks like I'm good because I've got a high level and lots of stuff.
Same.
But actually, I'm shit.
Same.
So, Should we move on to my game then? If we're done with the news, if there's no other news to do,
yeah,
Game
sure,
time.
why not?
It's time to play a game.
So it is game time for this week. I've done that thing again.
Do you know what? I was literally just about to say, well done as well for not doing that, and you did it so bad.
Oh well.
Bad Thomas.
It's because my fingers are inside something. No, they're in gaming mode. So I multi-clicked it in gaming mode instead of just clicking it once. I'll play the music again to talk over it.
Time to play a game.
So, for those who don't realise, I stop that music early every single week and balls it up. That's a fact. And then the other factor is that we go head-to-head each week. Two King brothers will go head-to-head. The third hosts a game of some equivalence. Last week, I won, and the scores are now me 2, Joshua 0, James 1. But it's my turn to host this week. So it is a case of these two, either James trying to stop Joshua getting off the mark, or Joshua actually finally getting off the mark. I had a really good idea for a game. I just couldn't quite make it work. So I had to change it fairly last minute.
Oh dear.
But I think I've still come up with something okay. It's just not as good as what I intended. But I aim to perfect what I've intended to do. And given time, you will see it as a real game. It will stop being a concept in my mind, and it will become a real game.
Kind of like the boxes for me. It will someday become a real game instead of me just getting random things out of a magical box.
No, I was basically going to play the names of video games to you backwards, and you had to work out what it was saying. But I started recording myself backwards, saying video game names, and then playing it, and I was like, even I can't tell what that is, and I said it. So I've got to find a way to make it easier to play that game. But that's my concept. And it's something that's not happening today because it didn't work. So we're going to my backup plan.
Okay.
Is what's on the box.
What's on the box, not what's in the box.
This is going to be front covers and stuff in it.
Yep.
It's not. It's actually to do with TV shows.
What?
What's on the box?
Oh,
TV.
right. Yeah, I see where this is going.
So, where this is going is I have a list of TV shows that have had some sort of video game or maybe even multiple video games based upon their story. I have got some sort of not difficult clues, but like cryptic clues, a bit like crossword style clues to each of these TV shows.
Clues. That is why I hate crosswords.
Yeah. And obviously your main clue is the fact that this is a TV show and has been made into a game at least once, if not multiple times.
So you've not involved any movies, it's just TV shows.
Just TV shows.
Right. Okay.
Some of these things may have also had movies made about them as well.
Okay. Then.
I'm looking at least 1, 2 that have. 2 definitely have. 3 have actually now. Now I'm looking at it in a bit more detail. But that's beside the point. These are TV shows primarily. They weren't movies that became TV shows. They were TV shows that became games, and
so it's not the other way around at all. It's not games that became.
They
TV
all
shows.
Started their roots as a TV show. There's one mild exception in there, but you'll know it when you get to it. So.
I think I might know it already.
Brilliant. So there's 14 of these, which is 7 each, essentially. Which of you wants to go first?
I'll go first. I got 0 points, so I'll go first.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. Yeah. Joshua can go first because he's behind. That seems fair enough to me. What that does mean is Joshua will probably get the one. If it goes odd even, then Joshua will probably get the one that I was referring to before. So James, you're not going to get screwed there, I guess.
Oh yay! It's always good.
Right. So, Joshua, the first one, if you get a single guess, and if you don't guess it, I will pass it. That's how this is going to work.
Okay.
So your clue for your first TV show that was made into a game at some point is a group of people are stranded on a weird island.
Oh,
Lost.
It is indeed Lost.
yeah.
Because if nobody knows about it, there's a game out there called Lost Via Domus, and it's sort of 360 PS3 era. Might be able to get on PC as well. Has some of the lead characters from Lost in it. And it's very easy to get 1,000 gamer score on there or platinum it. So if you want an easy platinum or max achievement or anything, go get that game. Any guesses as to what I've started rewatching again recently?
The Office.
Now finished The Office. So where do you think this has come from?
Well,
Lost.
If you're rewatching Lost, which you do at least once a year,
Correct.
I think. I'm pretty sure you watch it at least once a year.
Rewatching Lost. No, not that often. I cycle regularly between rewatching the first 4 seasons of Prison Break, The Office, Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
24.
What else? No, 24's not on anything for me to stream it.
It used to be on Netflix.
It used to be. It's basically like Lost, Prison Break, The Office, Always Sunny, and The League.
Yeah.
And I kind of cycle those 5 shows constantly on repeat.
Thomas watches nothing
When I finish
new.
one, I just... Yeah, that's basically what happens. And then eventually, Always Sunny or something has a new season.
Yeah, which is
and I've got something new to watch.
Which I've not watched.
But I just keep looping stuff. So, anyway, moving on. That is 1-0 to Joshua. James, it is your turn.
Yarp.
Your clue is 4 school kids go on insane adventures.
Ooh. Do you usually get one clue?
That's the only clue I'm giving you, yeah. That's the only clue I've got.
God, I'm trying to think of a TV show that's got... It is TV show turning to game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yet all these things were some form of TV show before movie or game, if they were a movie.
Oh my God, what TV shows?
Could they possibly be cartoons as well, rather than live action?
Yeah, some of them are animated, some of them are...
Some
of them are drama stuff like Lost. Some of them are animated. Some of them factual is probably the wrong word, but like just it'll make sense.
I literally got no idea. I can't even think of a TV show.
You can't think of 4 school-age children that go on weird adventures every week.
I can.
As I think the clue was given the extra clue was given when Joshua went, could some of these be animated?
I've got at least
that was like
2
Joshua
animated cartoons.
Rugrats.
They're not school kids.
No, it's
babies.
not Rugrats.
Yeah,
They're
but
babies.
all grown up, the school kids are.
Yeah,
like,
but
no.
you said Rugrats, not all grown up.
Yeah, and All Grown Up wasn't a game as far as I know. It was just Rugrats.
Right,
so, Joshua, what's your guess when I pass it over to you?
Either Magic School Bus or Hey Arnold.
It's neither of those 2.
No, but they have school kids in them, and they go on adventures.
Oh my God.
And I'm pretty sure
what
there'll be
famous
a game.
group of 4 school kids go on weird...
Know. 4 is throwing me, and I don't know why.
The 4 is very specific about
Fantastic Four.
No.
Underaged 4.
I'm going to have to tell you, but
Could you give us one of those school kids' names as a clue?
Yes.
No, because you'll get it immediately as soon as I give you one of the school kids'
All right,
names.
then no points, but do it.
I'll tell you another clue.
Right.
These 4 school kids have had a movie featuring Saddam Hussein.
James.
Oh.
Yes, James.
South Park.
Yes!
Do I get a point for it? Yeah.
Finally, yes,
Yes.
because it was still open at that point.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay, moving on. It's Joshua's turn. That makes it 1-1. Joshua's next one is families fight and kill for a chair made of swords.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, too easy.
I would not have got that because I'm that 1% of people that haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Have you not played Game of Thrones game though? The
No, because
Telltale
I've
games
not,
or anything.
I've not watched the series, so that doesn't interest me.
I've also played that game, so...
I thought you might have played the game though because you're a Telltale fan. I know it's specifically because of Walking Dead, I figured being a fan of those games, you might have at least tried it, but fair enough. In a way, then, James, it is a good job Joshua went first. Especially if he gets this other one later that he was hinting at earlier.
Yeah.
Right, your next one is remote control machines activate and do battle.
Transformers.
No, I even tried to pronounce the word specifically.
I know this one as well.
What?
Joshua, you think you know it?
Is it Robot Wars?
It is Robot Wars.
When you said activate, wow.
Activate.
That threw me.
Activate. That was the idea. Is 3,
2,
1. Activate.
And then they smash each other. They just drive it middle and
then they smash each other up, yeah.
And
now you see what I mean about it is a TV show, but it's not necessarily a fictional one or a cartoon or anything. It could be anything right now. So it's 3-1 to Joshua with that steal, and it's Joshua's turn.
Whoop, whoop.
So Joshua.
Is this the one?
Bathroom accessory with a fruity home.
What?
Excuse me?
A bathroom accessory with a fruity home.
Oh, I've got it. Can I have a guess? Because he's taking piss now.
He's had like 10 seconds.
Can I have a guess? Because he's taking piss.
If I will push Joshua to try and make a guess because you know. But if he can't make a guess,
Right,
shortly,
no,
then I
he's
will
taking
pass it
piss. I need this. I need it.
I don't
Right, he's
know.
on like
Just
54
pass
seconds
it.
now.
Just pass it. I've been
Are you
thrown by
right?
him saying
He's officially
all
passing
shit.
it to you, James. What do you think it is?
I'm going to say, are you ready, kids?
Oh, shit.
Aye, Jamesy.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
I'm not telling you because that'd be giving the answer away.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes, correct.
I wouldn't say SpongeBob.
So that makes
is
it
a bathroom
3-2.
accessory. He's a sea creature.
It is a bathroom accessory. It's a sponge.
He's a sea creature.
It's a
Joshua,
sponge.
a sponge with a fruity home. Come on,
Pineapple.
It was nearly. I can't remember what it was now. I'm trying to think what the clue was, but the clue was far too obvious, so I had to change it. I can't remember. Anyway, that makes it 3-2 because James got the steal, and it's James's turn, so it's his chance to pull it back level.
Yeah.
This is brothers who can't help but end up behind bars, sometimes on purpose.
Oh, fuck.
I know this one
Brothers
too.
who end up behind bars.
Can I answer this one now because he's taking piss?
I love how most of the time you appear to know each other's.
Can I have a go now because he's taking piss? He's just taking so long.
I will push James to tell me the name of a TV show with brothers who can't help but end up behind bars, sometimes on purpose. And if he can't, I will pass
And
it
then
to you,
end up
Joshua.
being criminal bad guys in DC TV shows together.
James.
Yes, one of them is a bad guy in a DC TV show.
Both of them are.
Oh, I'm not going
Well,
to
they
get
were,
this.
and then
am I?
one of them, they both become good. Can I
Not the
answer
same
now?
character, just the same actor.
Can I have a go now, James?
James.
Yes, James.
That was his answer.
Punisher. I don't know.
No,
It's not Punisher.
it's Prison Break.
Joshua. It is Prison Break. Again, you can tell that I wrote this list when it shows that I watch on a random cycle. You also get an insight into what I like to watch on TV with this game, may I point out.
Thomas's favourite TV shows. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Basically what this is. It's basically what this is. Okay, the next question after that, making it 4-2 with Joshua's steal, is Joshua's question. And it's, a man and his alien daughter look for scrap.
Ooh.
Oh, Defiance.
It is Defiance, and that is the one that's a little bit edgy as to whether it was a TV show or a game first, because the concept of it being a TV show was, I think, first, but they released together. So yeah. Oh, James, you need some big steals here. That makes it 5-2. It is your turn, though. It is your turn. Okay. This one is a boy and his magical dog friend in a magical land.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Magical dog friend.
It is a magical dog friend who can change size.
I know it.
Clifford?
Yeah.
The big red dog. No, it is not Clifford.
I was going to guess
Joshua,
Clifford
I'll pass
too.
it to you.
I was actually going to guess that too.
Were you?
Yeah.
As soon as you said he could change size, that's what came into my head. Fucking
Is it-
Clifford. Big red fucking dog.
I don't know what else can change. I thought it was small and it got big. That's what she
I did.
said.
I thought, like, I thought
Don't
he
get me
was-
wrong. Clifford is a dog that potentially can change size. However, that is not the clue. What the clue relates to, TV wise.
Dog that can change size.
Mm.
And
shape, for that matter.
shape. What the fuck?
It's pretty insane.
Mad skills.
I noticed I used the word magical twice because there's a word in the title of this show I didn't want to use in the description.
Magic Dog and the Magic Boy.
No.
I don't know what you're on about, so I'm just taking a wild stab at it. But that's it.
I can't believe you don't know
I
who
don't
it
know
is
what
that
it-
like to visit Princess Bubblegum and the Ice King.
James!
Oh,
Yes,
fuck.
James?
Adventure time.
He's
It
already had
is
to go.
Adventure Time. Yeah.
I didn't realise
Yeah,
you
you
could have
just
a
had to
go
go.
after.
It had gone back to extra clues because I was tired of
And I
waiting for
buzzed
you
in,
both, sorry.
so you can't chat shit.
And he did buzz in
Buzzed
as
in.
well. He did buzz in.
I didn't know buzzing in was a
5-3.
concept in this. Afterwards.
I did
It is
earlier.
once it goes to extra clues. Once it goes to
All
additional
right.
clues, it's buzzing.
Right.
So
Adventure
it's
Time.
5-3, and it's Joshua's turn now. This is a woman and her friends stab sun dodgers with sticks.
What?
Stab what?
Sun dodgers.
Sun dodgers.
Dodgers with sticks.
Like really pale
Yeah.
people. Or gingers.
Yeah, kind of, possibly. Not necessarily ginger, but they are pretty pale. It could be. I don't know.
You do know that, don't you? Because you wrote the question.
Oh,
Don't be lying.
oh, I know it. I know it. Can I
Oh,
get...
Joshua.
He's taking piss.
Shut up with that. Fuck off.
I love how as soon as one of you knows the other's answer, you're like, he's taking the piss.
He is
It
though.
I've had
it
enough
could be
time
like
to think now,
immediate.
so I'll have a go.
See, he's just said it
Come on,
himself.
Joshua.
No, I am.
I'm gonna.
Is it Vampire
I'm gonna push
Diaries?
you.
I don't know.
It's not Vampire Diaries. No, I'll pass it over to James.
It's
Is it the True
fucking
Blood
Buffy.
one? Oh,
It is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Shit. I did.
Really good game on the original Xbox. That
Yeah.
It actually was, to be
Um,
fair. I did enjoy that.
it probably wouldn't hold up the test of time, but at the time it was a really good game.
Yeah.
Right, so that makes it 5-4 with James's
Oh.
steal, and it's James's turn, so he could tie it back up with this one and make it 5-5.
Oh dear.
So this is plasticine famous people beating on each other.
What?
Plasticine famous people
I know it.
beating on each other.
Can I have a go now?
Joshua
'cause he's
thinks he
taking
knows
piss?
Plasticine famous people.
Come on, he's just saying the clue
The,
over and over
the
again.
point is there, James. I'm telling you, it's like plasticine animation. It's stop motion animation.
James.
Yes, James.
The beating on each other bit is really, it's really throwing me. But is it Wallace and Gromit?
No,
He's not Wallace and Gromit. No.
the beating on
I can
each other
just-
bit just makes it sound wrong.
I can just imagine Wallace beating off Gromit. That's all.
Thomas, is it celebrity
Yes,
death
Joshua.
match?
It is celebrity deathmatch. Well done on the
Fuck's
steal
sake.
there, Joshua. That makes it 6-4, and
Just Wallace
it's
and
your
Gromit
turn.
fighting seriously hard.
It is your turn, Joshua. So this next one, who are you? Who?
Oh, fuck.
I really want to know. Tell me, who are you? I really want to know. No. Oh yeah.
What is going
No,
on?
because I know what you're singing, and I know the song, and I know the tune, but I can't remember what the hell it's from.
What the fuck?
What is that from?
There's another one I could sing you if you want.
Go on then. Gonna need it.
I've got to get myself into it. I'm gonna have to listen to it to be able to do it. Hang on. Oh, there's an advert on it. What a surprise! Hang on. Bow. Ba-down. Walking through the game.
Is it CSI?
Yes, he's got it. It's CSI.
Damn it.
I've not watched that in ages.
I love that my really shit rendition of Who Won't... the Who's Won't Get Fooled Again is what helped you get CSI.
Can I just point out he didn't buzz, and it was a second clue. So James,
it wasn't.
CSI.
It wasn't a second clue. I was still singing the same songs. James, it is your turn though. You need these 3 to stay in it, so you need to hope Joshua misses his, I guess.
Yeah.
And you've got to get your own. So this one is yours. It's 7-4, and yours is: a pathogen kills millions but leaves them roaming the land.
Wow.
Come on, James. I used the word pathogen specifically to help with the clue.
That's not helping with the clue. I'm just throwing that out there.
Can I have a go? Because I think I might have it, and he's taking piss. And I have actually waited a good 15-20 seconds since his first
I will read it in one more time, but if you can't answer it after that, we'll look at passing it. A pathogen kills millions, but leaves them roaming the land.
Joshua.
Wait. The wild thornberries.
Wild thornberries. Oh my god, James, you are gonna just want to die. Joshua, put him out his misery.
Kills millions, roaming the land, Walking Dead. Yes,
it is indeed.
That's the only way I got it,
because
the pathogen don't really. They kill each other, and then they get up and kill each other more. Is that the pathogen doing it, or is that just zombie people?
Well, the pathogen is the reason that they all walk. I don't know if it kills them or not. I might have misquoted the law.
Well, the disease kills
the pathogen might not kill them
if you get bitten or whatever.
But everyone carries a pathogen, and then obviously when they die, it leaves them walking around, doesn't it? So. Spoilers!
Roaming around.
Although
I'm
pretty sure it's fairly early on that they work out that everybody's carrying the pathogen, and just dying alone, whether you're bitten or not, turns you.
Yeah,
so
because people die because they get flu and then get up and start
to get the flu.
Munching.
Oh god,
they get the flu.
They do get flu and die, and then start munching each other.
Yeah, James, that happens.
It does.
Joshua, I'm going to move it on and give you your next one.
Oh, yeah, it's me again.
A man in his car performs some epic driving stunts.
Ooh.
Specifically stunt-related game, or can I just...
That's what you did for almost part of it, yes. The game, at least, not necessarily the TV show.
Ooh.
Oh, what's it?
I think I've got
James
it.
Might have a guess.
He's taking piss, you know.
Knight Rider.
It is Knight Rider, Joshua. Well done. James, for your pride, I guess, it's 9-4, so you can't do anything else. But this is your last one. A group of babies chat and have fun with that when their parents aren't around.
It's all grown up. It's all grown up.
Oh.
It's all come full circle.
Please say something wrong. He's actually.
Do you know what'd be so funny? Is if he went, it's South Park, isn't it?
Nah, it's Rugrats.
Good. It is indeed Rugrats, James. So that makes it 9-5. Do you know? Are you proud of how well I held when you said it earlier on? I didn't give it away that it might turn up later in the quiz.
Actually, you did.
Are you proud of
me? Well, plus Rugrats was a damn good PlayStation 1 game. Damn good.
It was a very good game. Search for Reptar.
No,
It's
the
all
one
about
where you're
Ice Cream
upside
Mountain
down
end.
when you're in Mirrorland and you're on ceiling. That was very well thought out.
The one level I fucking hated on that game was the one where you played as a dog. It was just shit. The rest of it was sound, but that was shit.
The mini golf.
The mini golf one was decent, and Ice Cream Mountain.
I think it's the best
mini golf.
I think it's the best golf game I've ever played, ever. Anyway,
you've not played enough Tiger Woods PGA Tour games, then, Joshua.
There's no big windmills in that, is there?
Possibly.
Or reptar statues.
Oh, it's definitely no reptar statues.
Reptar, hear me roar.
Why did none of you? I was gonna say none of you roared after that.
On that note, Joshua is this week's winner. He's awarded 2 gil.
Awesome.
And a Phoenix Down.
Awesome. I come back to life. Wow. Playing in this little tournament
that's
we do
what I'm saying.
me extra lives.
You now have no points. You now no points. You now have no longer got no points.
I've
no points.
I no
You're
longer
on 1.
have no points. No more times will I have no points. No.
The scores.
No.
The scores are me 2, Joshua 1, James 1. It is James's game next week.
It is indeed.
So
Joshua has got off.
God, that'll be fun.
Just thought I'd let you know.
So Joshua has what?
You said at the beginning that see if I can get off no points. So I've now got off.
All right.
I enjoy getting off.
I thought you were talking about your vibrating controller and your
that's
genitalia.
stopped now. I've actually put it down. I exited the game and it stopped vibrating.
I see. I suppose Joshua should do this, shouldn't he? Because I did the game and James did the news, so Joshua should do this.
All right. So this is a question James asked. I've not actually seen the question, so it might be a shit one. Let's just quickly read it. James asked.
So you don't read anything, do you? It was posted in our 3-person group chat that just has the 3 of us in it.
It was.
It's been on Twitter twice, and it's been on Facebook twice.
It was,
and it's been in Discord once.
So I've not really looked at
I posted it
That is
on
over the course
Monday.
of 3 days. He posted it last week.
Oh, yeah, it was last week.
Until I said, we'll do the challenge one and I'll save this one. So it's been there for a week, Joshua, more than.
All right.
And it's been on the internet for 2 days.
Okay.
Get with it.
If you could pick 2 game characters from different games to become a pair, who would it be and why? And we have quite a few answers for this. Quite a lot of people have their dynamic duo already thought of.
James, why did you ask this question?
Because Chris Redfield and Master Chief equals buff.
Why don't you
Actually, according to, I think it was Nats in the Discord, it's a bromance called Red Chief, which tickled most other members of Discord from what I remember seeing.
I would like to see Chris Redfield in the Master Chief Spartan suit.
It won't fit in it.
Do you know what I genuinely thought you were going to say? I would like to see Chris Redfield
inside Master Chief.
How is he going to get his penis through the metal suit? It blocks.
He doesn't have to be wearing the suit.
Hear me
Master
roar.
Chief doesn't take off his suit. If he's ever doing
then how
anything,
does he shit?
He shits in the suit and it powers the suit more. Cortana thanks him for it when he does it. She also says, "What's that smell?"
Shit.
Whatever.
Master Chief's suit's full of shit. First
Like
up
you.
on the list is Nats. Like a crime fighting pair or in love? Answer the question, James.
Well, just whatever you want. If you want to fuck, that's
It's
fine.
irrelevant now, isn't it?
Because there was one time when I shipped Heather from Silent Hill 3 with Virgil from Devil May Cry 3, but I don't think that counts.
Yeah, it count. If they fucking film it.
What has that got to do with anything?
If that's how you live your life, James, I do not ever want to look on your phone's gallery. Ever.
I'll send it.
Let's just... next up is Dan Smith. We'll move on rather quickly so James shuts up. Any character and Mr. Mime, but I'm sure a lawsuit would be happening. It's just becoming
Is that because he thinks
sexual
Mr.
now.
Mime's going to touch him?
Yeah, he's definitely going to touch him. That is the
He has
noise
got
of
that
an
vibe.
approaching paedophile, and the noise when Mr. Mime comes out a Pokeball.
What's weirder is the one in Detective Pikachu, you know, the new film that's coming up. That one really does look creepy as fuck as well.
That film actually looks really good as well.
It does look really good, but that Mr. Mime personifies the creepy, paedophile-like nature of Mr. Mime.
Dan's got at least another one. Deadpool and Nemesis, two hideous fucks walking around and laying waste to everything they see, maybe even sharing an intimate moment. I clearly can't.
So
remember.
fucking
Inmate moment and intimate moment probably works for the same description, because if they're
I
inmates,
stand by my statement of film it.
Axel
that could work though. Deadpool and Nemesis together could work.
Deadpool and
in a
Nemesis
weird
could
way.
work, yes.
Obviously, it means Deadpool under the mask.
Yeah.
Well, I assume that's what it means.
Unsuited.
Deadpool unmasked.
Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool
Unmasked,
under the mask.
yeah. I don't know why I said unsuited, but yeah.
While he's got baby legs. Just a reference to the film, which clearly nobody's seen because nobody reacted to it.
I prefer the baby hand when he touches people's faces. It just looks weird. Axel Lacage is next. Sam Fisher and Solid Snake.
Hi, Paul.
You mean Axel Lacage of the Paul Posse,
the
or whatever
Paul
it was
Posse.
called?
Yes, I apologise.
Is it Paul Posse?
The first
Hi,
Paul
Paul.
to be mentioned.
Or is it the
this
clan of the
week.
Pauls? What did we call the Paul clan? Paul of the
Posses.
Pauls. Paul. Was it the Paul Posse?
I think
Pussy
so.
Patrol Poles.
I'm sticking with Paul Posse.
Pussy Paul Troll.
Well,
What?
It's
Get
Patrol,
out.
just with Paul in it.
just get out. I'll carry on.
Just say Axel Lacage of the Paul Posse, and then me and James could say, hi, Paul.
Axel Lacage of the Paul Posse.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
He says Sam Fisher and Solid Snake. Super Sleuth.
They're the same man, damn it!
That'd actually
Same
be a
man.
good little thing.
It would. It would. It really would.
I think. Do you know what I've noticed about this? Is like people have literally, as we get through these, you'll possibly notice people have literally gone down the line of like two characters that are really similar, and you could just put them together
to make an even bigger badass force. But again, film it.
But if you could only pick one of the two out of these people to play as in the game, which character would you pick?
I'd pick Sam Fisher. Me.
So the
Sam
other
Fisher,
person
yeah.
is just like an extra character.
Well,
Solid
no.
Snake.
What about this? Oh my god! I've just made a new game off top of my head. Sam Fisher and Solid Snake in a Way Out like sort of game. What? Yes, please.
Prison
Someone.
Yeah.
It's just Prison Break with game characters.
Do you think this is how Peter Molyneux feels every time he comes up with a shitty mobile game these days? It's like, I've got it! You play as God! I've got it! You walk down a path! By the way, I'm just ridiculing Peter Molyneux's recent mobile games since he left Lionhead. Because they're shit.
We've got HJO 1403 next with Stone Cold Steve Austin from World Wrestling Federation Attitude Era and Trevor GTA. Trevor Phillips.
Trevor from GTA. Trevor from GTA is Stone Cold Steve. I can see that working.
No matter what style of game, she is going to go down, was a comment they made on that, which, yes, it would.
Yeah,
Trevor,
that is fact.
Trevor from GTA would also pair quite well with Deadpool. They have
Is his
very
name
similar
Stephen Hawking?
You think?
and very similar interests, should I say. Just getting shit done.
What was your question there, James?
Is it Stephen Ogg that plays Trevor?
Yeah, I think it is.
I can't remember his name, but
I think it
yes,
is.
it is that guy that's also in Walking Dead, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy who looks
Yes.
exactly like him because they used his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all three of them do. to be
they'll-
fair.
Every single
well,
game character made now looks like that.
I wondered why I thought Terry Crews were in Crackdown 3. Next up, Jerry Narco, Dr. Eggman of Sonic, and Dr. Willy from Mega Man. Is that a bad guy super team? Why? Well, if
that is a bad guy super team.
Well, if Robotnik could build all that crazy shizzle when the world of Sonic was fairly primitive in tech, imagine all the crazy shit he could make in the world of Mega Man with 2 crazy mad scientists instead of 1. I think I nailed that laugh. I think I nailed the laugh.
Just point out, it was Lee Holmes, the one and only Jerry Narco, who added the laugh. Joshua did not do that by choice.
No. Although,
well, he acted it out by choice. What I'm saying is, it wasn't Joshua's choice to add it.
I know. I could have just gone.
Or just not read it.
Oh, no,
you could have also not read it. But what I'm saying is, Lee had an evil laugh.
What
Dr.
kind of evil
Willy.
would they get up to? Because Dr. Eggman only really makes robots out of little animals. I mean, that's about the extent of his evil.
I think that's exactly Lee's point. Is imagine if Sonic's world is fairly primitive, and that's the most he can do in Sonic's world. What would he do in the Mega Man universe?
Ah, I see. Yeah, sort of more available to him
with all that extra technology. Just imagine.
I did. A laugh came out of me.
There you go.
Like Dexter's Lab.
Next up is Glenn Green, Baby G Green 93. I'm not adding the others. Someone else had one.
No,
just read the comment.
Take it pace. Can I have a go?
What about Wesker and Liquid Ocelot? Because they would be the ultimate villains on coats and shades.
Wesker can fuck off and jump off a cliff.
You better imagine him alongside Liquid Ocelot.
Imagine this: Master Chief and Chris Redfield against Wesker and Liquid Ocelot.
Or Chris Redfield and Solid Snake
against them two. They're actual enemies.
Those two.
Oh, right, yeah.
They're actual nemesis.
Yes, there we go. Film it.
King K. Rool and Bowser is another one of Glenn's.
I thought they'd sent us a comment then. That's like a Super Smash Bros 2v2 team waiting to happen.
Yeah,
because they're both like really good if you can work their mechanics, because obviously they're quite big and a little bit slow. But if you can work their mechanics on Smash Bros, there's some the sick K. Rool slam dunk off the edge.
Be like Dudley Brothers.
I won't call them the Dudley Brothers.
Dudley's versus
K. Rool, get the tables.
I'm not sure how to say the second one in this little bit of Glenn's. Bison and Heihachi. Is that how it's said?
Yeah, it's Heihachi.
Yeah.
It's
it's
a thingy from Tekken who looks like Dr. Willy's from Mega Man that we've just been talking about.
That's just how I run about. But yeah, Bison.
Yeah, I've always called him Heihachi. Heihachi Mishima.
Heihachi Willies.
Heihachi eggs.
I knew that would come in. On Pokemon Go, yeah?
Whatever game, I don't care.
And the last one of Glenn's, Yoshimitsu and Ryu Hayabusa, they would fuck everyone's shit up to sword-wielding badasses. Yoshimitsu! That's how
my theory is if you wield 2 swords, you're just a pussy. Just saying.
They don't wield 2 swords, they wield 1 each.
He's saying 2 sword-wielding badasses.
Right. That's all right, then I'll let it slide. But if you wield 2 swords,
they've both got a samurai sword.
Cervantes is a pussy in your...
You mean like Solid Snake?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, it's Raiden, isn't it, that's got 2 swords?
That's why he's a pussy.
He's also not a human, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Next up, we've got Kate Johnson.
Oh, what's that bitch one?
James, make sure you take the bin out and put the washing away, because if you don't, I'm going to slap you. Well,
I've already done it.
You can tell her. You can clearly tell her now that you've already done it.
Is that genuinely what she sent in?
Should I get to come here and read out her own comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Why not be a laugh?
Go get her to read out her own comment. 2 seconds.
If she's asleep, just drag her. Just pull her in.
This is what happens when one of your contributors is technically within the family.
This is why I don't contribute. Oh wait, I read them anyway now.
What do you mean you don't contribute? We don't ask you to contribute.
I know, and I'm so sad.
Show your face. How long does it take to get a pregnant woman to walk into a recording studio and talk down a microphone?
Yep.
I don't remember what I wrote.
my throat hurts and Katie...
Did she just say she can't remember what she wrote?
Yep.
Arthur Morgan and Trevor Phillips, but really just Arthur Morgan because I want to see what it'd be like in the modern world or GTA world.
Explain it a bit better because that was terrible.
Like not as a cowboy.
No, rockstar cowboy.
Shut up. Get fucked.
He already did. That's why you're pregnant.
She's never contributing again. So
and that, my friends, is how you alienate listeners.
So we're Arthur Morgan and Trevor Phillips. I'd like to see how each of them would deal in each other's worlds. Like, imagine Arthur on a flying motorbike.
I hate to say it, but I think Trevor Phillips in Red Dead Redemption would end up being the Micah of the group, and you'd want to kill him.
Yeah.
As much fun as he's in GTA, I think in a Wild West scenario, he would be the Micah, and you would want to stab him in the face.
Or he would immediately be the Bill Williamson of Red Dead 1, where you want to kill him and you do kill him because of how he is.
Spoilers. Never finished that game.
The very first thing your character, John Marston, in Red Dead Redemption does is go up to a fort and say, Bill Williamson, I've come for you.
Yeah, but don't mean he's going to kill him, does it?
Kinda.
Oh, James, to be fair, if you haven't finished Red Dead 1 by now, you are never going to finish it. We've had this conversation enough times on this podcast. 3 years of this podcast, we've been trying to get you to play Red Dead Redemption 1, and you've still not finished it to this day.
And since then, a new one's come out.
Yeah. So now I'm doing it in order.
And he actually finished. What's weird is he finished that one in like 2 days. But he's still never finished Red Dead 1.
Next on the list, we've got Faceplant 641, Bayonetta and Dante from Devil May Cry. Besides the Rule 34 implications, a game featuring those two could be amazing if done right. It really could.
Yeah, I was worried that when we were talking about Master Chief getting boned by Chris Redfield, we'd end up in Rule 34 territory. So
you can just imagine it, Dante flying around beating shit out of fucking demons in air with his swords, and then they're just doing kick flips on them. That is, and shooting people with the shoes, because I forgot she got guns for heels, hasn't she?
Guns for heels?
I'm pretty sure she's got guns in the heels of her shoes.
Yeah, but they're not for heels.
Walking around.
Did you know I had my heel replaced with a 9mm pistol?
Like, on her shoe, the heel of her high heel shoe is a gun.
Yes, I know what you meant, Joshua, but the way you said it...
She doesn't have an Achilles heel. She has an automatic one.
I don't think it'd be automatic.
No, because it's a pistol kind of thing, isn't it? But anyway, I'll move on so I can stop embarrassing myself any further.
Please
Dummy
do.
2008. You guys not gonna... Paul Carter.
Hi, Paul.
You've got to do the whole thing. Dummy 2008, Paul Carter of the Paul. I think it's Paw Patrol then.
That's it. It's the Paw
I don't even
Patrol.
have children.
It's the Paw Patrol.
And there's no way on the hell I'm going to be able to say Paw Patrol every week without nearly saying Paw Patrol.
To be fair, I can't even tell the difference when you actually are saying Paul.
Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol.
They sound the exact
Wait,
same.
I'm gonna say 3. You've got to tell me how many I say each one. Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol.
The first and the last one were Paw Patrols. The middle one was Paw Patrol.
Correct.
They were all Paw Patrol.
No, the middle one was a Paw Patrol.
I said Paul.
The other 2 were Paw Patrols.
This is just getting really confusing
Anyway,
now.
Paul Carter, Dummy 2008 of the Paul Posse,
Hi, Paul.
has contributed,
Hi, Paul.
and it's
Hi, Paul.
Yoshi
Hi,
and
Paul.
Turek see how well they could work together.
See, for
Yoshi,
me,
Turok, and Croc. What a three-way!
For me, Yoshi's just one of them little shit Klingons like Kirby that's really got no right to be anywhere.
Oh, James.
How dare you?
I don't know why I hastily tried to air my disappointment at Joshua.
How dare you?
Oh, James.
I'm sorry, if I can do that noise quite well, I like
Then
Yoshi
you're weird at
just
sucking
a little
dick.
And I can do Croc. So now James just needs to do a Turok noise.
I can do Abe.
Wow,
that's going a bit far out.
Follow me. I was literally talking about that with some of my friends for absolutely no reason, like a day ago.
What?
And I was talking about how it's an ongoing thing that we impersonate him on the podcast.
Oh yeah, it's got to be
How
done.
random is it?
Follow me. Okay.
Next on the list, Deja and Tender will podcast. Not of the Paul Posse.
Just Will.
Hi, Will. Just Will.
Mario and Link, they can compare notes on how dumb their respective princesses are for constantly getting kidnapped.
Do you know what I feel like they do? I feel like they just kick back and like watch football or something. Just be a beer and just be like, she's a bitch, honestly. She just gets taken all fucking
Mario
time.
could bring Link around to join in with a new Mario Super Strikers game and do it that way.
Yeah, there you go.
Mario Super Strikers on the Wii was fucking awesome.
It was.
Exactly.
That was one of my favourite games on the Wii.
Life's a Pitch podcast. Una from Final Fantasy X-2 and Lara Croft. I think they might be going a little bit.
Film it.
Yeah,
Film it.
that
Film
direction.
Film it.
Rule 34.
They did another one as well. Master Chief and Yoshi.
Film it.
Master Chief and Yoshi. That's a weird one.
I can imagine Master Chief.
The first one I get because
riding Yoshi into battle.
the first one I get because Una and Lara Croft kind of works together. Like they both
got tits.
Lead women of games in their own right, so it kind of makes sense that they'd work together in some way.
He put
Master Chief and Yoshi. I just don't get.
one. I've got two questions for this. Basically, specified which Una, because there's clearly different versions. It didn't specify which Lara Croft. And if it's the pointy triangle tit ones, I don't want that one. If it's the new one, then yeah, that's fine. And the Master Chief and Yoshi thing. Yeah, the Master Chief and Yoshi thing. Would Yoshi be replacing Cortana? Is that what we're going with?
It also might be just because he's talking about Final Fantasy X2, and he's talking about the fact that that's the game that's about her. Because Final Fantasy X's more about
Tidus and Waka.
Yeah, Tidus.
Waka. I just like Waka's name.
Waka, 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 waka. That was my Pac-Man impression.
Master Chief and Yoshi, he's literally just going to ride Yoshi into battle.
That sounded like Three Stooges.
We have one more as well. Cuppa Ross, Link and Gordon Freeman, of course. Think of the witty dialogue.
He's the guy from Orange Box or whatever it is, or Half-Life or something.
Half-Life.
Orange Box.
Yeah, but he infamously doesn't talk, the same as Link doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Link does make noises like "ah" and when he gets hit.
Hey, listen! Listen!
That's Navi.
I know. I was just making extra. Look, we've clearly been doing impressions of all the games, so I'm doing one. All right.
Link is also very good at playing random musical instruments. He just picks them up and he's a master.
Does he?
But yeah.
How do you know he just picked it up for the first time? Just because that's the only time you've ever seen him pick it up. Like, you've never seen Metallica live, but just because you've never seen James Hetfield play guitar live, it doesn't mean that he can't play guitar.
But
you don't know what he does between games.
And just started immediately being awesome. Either way, that is the end of the list.
Shall I read out social things then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
If you would like to follow us and stay up to date with the podcast, or even join in with questions and shizness, you can do so by finding us on Twitter at @that_king_thing. You can find us on Facebook by searching for That King Thing, and you can go to the website at thatkingthing.com, which doesn't just have links to our episodes, it also has links to our YouTube channel. Patreon. And whatever else is on there, I've already forgot because Joshua whispering for the last 3 weeks has now finally stopped.
I did it the first week. He took it from me.
I've took it over because he doesn't seem to be doing
the
it
two
anymore.
of you doing that.
Film it.
The two of you doing that. I'm currently watching Princess Peach jump up and down for scoring a goal on Super Mario All-Star Strikers.
James
I started watching some footage of it while I was talking because I missed that game. We need to get a Wii set up. That's a challenge. We'll do some Wii, or at least a game we can play together.
I could go for a Wii.
I've got bottles.
Okay.
Throwback.
I have just drank like 2 pints of water, so yeah, I could do a Wii too. Right, on that note, it's time to say goodbye so we can all relieve ourselves. If you've enjoyed the show, please remember to do all the likey, reviewy, subscription-y stuff that you all do. And thanks to those who keep doing those for us as well, because it does help.
I'll give you a kiss.
And we will see you next week for episode 149. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Indeed. See you later.
Good work, bros.
Thanks.
This podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or Britpod Scene on Twitter to find out more.